I know it's just preseason, but if you play games, you might as well play them to win. So how heartening was it to see whoever was in there finish with a 13-0 run and make it 4-0 the preseason?
You sound like the same message that UD and Bam were echoing in every single timeout last 7 minutes of the game. I thought this was a really good game for us for a lot of different reasons. We were able to get another quarter, with our rotation, able to work through some things, when shots aren't falling. I think, learning how to impact the game and find different ways to put yourself in a position to win. Even in the preseason, I think those are important things for any club. And then, the young guys came in and they were really inspiring with their play, their energy, their passion. It was a lot of fun for everybody in the locker room and the fans.
I couldn't tell if this was your emotional side or just your pure basketball side. Starting Caleb Martin against twin brother Cody Martin, which was that? Was it just to see him in there, or is it because of the moment?
A little bit of everything. He's had a very good training camp. With Jimmy out, I thought that, Caleb could give us the closest facsimile to how we would play with that unit. That did also factor into it. I knew that would be an important game, for him, and it's a pretty cool storyline. As soon as we did the walkthrough this morning, everybody was saying, before I even got to the matchups, they're already telling him, all right, you got your brother. Those are cool moments.
It's only the preseason, but Kyle, with second charge of the preseason, he gets a technical argument with the refs pretty much.
Hey, these guys are really competitive. You should see what the practices are like. If we put a score up there, everybody's fighting, grappling, hitting, complaining. The officials, Coach O and AC were our officials for a few days. They were just getting worn out. The physicality in our practices, all of that, you've seen that on display.
And PJ, I think he's hit 5 or 6 corner threes already this preseason, and he's been one of the better three-point shooters in the league for the past few years. What kind of spacing does that provide when you have a guy like that?
It's great. He's one of the best corner three-point shooters in this league. We want him to let it fly. We want him to have double-digit games with double-digit three-point attempts, this season. The more reps he can get for us, that means good things for our spacing and a lot of different things. But it's not like we're reinventing him. He's a great shooter, particularly from those corners.
Eric, you ran out the 5-man bench core a couple of times tonight, first half and second half. That's not typically something you've done here over the years.
Right.
Are you just looking at it right now? Is just see how it fits?
Yeah, I'm looking at it, but also I wanted to play our starters like a pretty good stint, for rhythm and conditioning. So a couple factors, and I'm not ready to make that kind of decision yet.
Erik, the diversity of Bam scoring, a couple of short jumpers to start, follow-up layup and a putback, and then he seemed to go into the post in the second quarter. Are you liking what you're seeing about the variety he's had, and do you see the growth from maybe what you've seen before?
Without a doubt. Everybody sees it. It's the assertiveness on the catch and different areas on the floor. But he's been very intentional and diligent this summer, working around the USA commitment, working with Malik and Karan, every day just working on his skill set. And his skills, have grown immensely. And still, using him as a playmaker at the high post and in the low post as one of our better passers.
When looking at Markieff, you've kind of seen inside the arc, he seems a little bit more effective. What have you liked about just his rolling, putting his back to the basket, mid-range jumper, kind of facilitating from the middle? Do you think that's a role where he'll see a little more of that than the outside spot-up type role?
There's a lot of upside with Markieff. And this is just scratching the surface. He's getting his legs. He's getting in, Miami Heat condition. He came into camp fit and in good condition. And then there's our level. And, you know, he has a lot of different things that he can do. You know, you can play him at the elbow, you can play him, you can play him in a lot of the similar areas of how you play Bam. You know, obviously that really helps your versatility offensively.